Hello everyone. In this video, we will discuss on contract management. As all we know that a contract management is important aspect of project implementation. A goal of contract management is to monitor delivery under the contract to ensure that it achieves its original objectives and includes tracking and auditing of contract terms such as pricing and discount, timelines of payment and receipts, and performance in delivering agreed services level or specification of goods and services and the amendments. Now let's see what is contract. A contract is legally binding agreement in between one or more parties. All transactions are the results of contract, whether explicit or implied, and in most cases contracts are written in the legal documents. Contracts usually consist of terms and conditions presented in legally binding language and terminology. Now let's see the main objectives of contract management. It should deliver on time, at the right place and in the right quantity. It should complete it to the required specification and standards of quality and completed within the agreed price. Now let's discuss about a good contract management. A good contract management has the capacity to increase the revenues, opportunities, and it decreases cost and enhances service delivery. Importantly, as competencies of managers and the resources at their disposal increases, it is essential that they strengthen their efforts to make competencies central to the strategic objectives. Now let's see one by one. A good contract management optimizes delivery of large capital projects. It should specify management techniques and processes for all types of contracts. It should encourage achievement of value for money and continuous improvement. It should identify saving and additional revenue opportunities. It should enhance the risk management. It should provide clear and complete record for audit, and it should encourage communication in between all parties to contract. A contract management consists a composition, roles and responsibilities of each unit or function and relation to the institution's overall governance structure. It should consist different types of decisions which are made in the workflow and in the sequence of the decisions. It should be relevant, or it should consist a relevant delegation required to enable decisions, and it should have appropriate reporting mechanism. Now let's see various roles in the contract management. First, contract owners. The contract owner is a person who is requesting the goods and services and is often a line manager. Contract owner need a good understanding of contract and may call on specialist advice depending on the level of complexities of the contract. Ultimately, the contract owner should be making judgments about whether deliverables have been achieved or not. A contract manager. A contract manager's role is to ensure that the legal contract correctly stipulated requirements in line with the contract owner's request and the institution's strategic objectives. The goods and services are delivered according to the standards set out in the contract, and contract documentation and information is managed throughout the life cycle of the project. Next is the finance. Finance will provide advice on budgeting and assist with the preparation in year and annual reports, and in particular with the accounts committee and accord. The role of the finance also includes payment and collections, and usually the system and processes for authorization. Next is the legal. The legal division may perform the role of contract manager for many contracts due to their role in understanding and negotiating complex terms and the conditions. Next is the executive authority. Overall accountability for all contractual agreements entered into by the institution resides with the executive authority. Hence, they are required to have a general understanding of the contract classifications and associated exposure contained in the contract's interior. Next, risk management and internal audit. Risk management should provide input to risk management plan templates for each classification of contract. The risk management components of training plans and the internal audit plan. Next is the audit committee. The audit committee is an independent committee responsible for oversight of institutions' control, governance and risk management. And the contract management system. Now let's see the points which needs to consider to classify the contracts. To facilitate good contract management, it is useful to classify contracts or group of contracts according to the level of management intervention required. For this purpose, the system should take into the account following points. First, contract type or nature. Then, strategic importance of the goods and services being purchased or sold. Contract value, contract duration, and contract complexity. Now let's see different parts of project life cycle. The project life cycle consists of planning. The planning stage refers to the planning and budgeting activities. During this time, strategic objectives are converted into approved budgets and operational plans. Budgets and operational plans will have sufficient detail to identify the needs of contract to carry out the approval operation. Second is the creation. During creation, the contract author will decide on the most appropriate wording to give effect to the intended outputs and the outcomes. Next stage in the project life cycle is collaborations. Collaboration is a drafting and negotiating process which includes internal and external reviews to ensure that the contract will give legal effect to the requirements of all parties to the contract. Next, execution. Execution is the act of signing the contract, making it legally enforceable and formalizing the terms and conditions agreed to. Next part of the project contract life cycle is the administration. A goal of contract administration is to monitor delivery under the contract to ensure that it achieves its original objectives and include tracking and auditing of contract terms such as pricing and discounting, timelines of payment and receipts, performance in delivering agreed services, and specification of goods and services and the amendments. The next stage of project life cycle is a renewal. Now let us discuss on a contract documentation. Documents and information management is concerned with managing the actual contract documentation as well as the information contained in these documents throughout the contract life cycle. Information contained within contract documents includes milestones, deliverables, and payments or revenue billing schedules. The contact document must be identified for each contract and may include, but not limited, the following terms. First, the specification. Second, request for proposal and request for tenders. Advertisement, bids and bid correspondence, selection and award process and results, quotes, that is quotations, orders, delivery and acceptance or authorization of documentation, and payment documentation, which includes invoices and authorizations.